Give me a second. Hello, shots. Hello, everybody. I feel like I'm muted. Am I muted? No, I don't think I am, aren't I? I feel it charts my phone at this point. To look at my chat on my phone. Today, everybody, as you can tell from the title, we're building a Mario world. But before we actually start out to get my phone and get chat on it, is open on the phone. Okay, chat's open on the phone. Gotta put my resource pack on. I actually do not need that reference right now, but whatever. No, I do not need that, thank you. Hello, everybody. Yes, as you can see, I'm, building a new Mario world. Ah. I should probably start with like a mini map to be honest, of what I want to actually put. So I need sand. Maybe grass or something. And I guess we could start off with the first bit. That's like too loud, man. I'm just turn that all the way down. use these as well, to be honest. I don't think it's necessary, but why not? I'll just use that for the castle. We'll probably just grab like a random colors. Already have that. Possibly add like a little gate over here in front of the everything. I'll just do that, because why not? Hello? Don't know why, but I feel like my mic is quiet, but I know it's not. I'm sure the chat just not gonna show, but I think it is. Might as well throw up a reference photo for Peach's Castle. Peach's Castle. Images, maybe I could go for I could probably go for this one, to be honest. Save image. Go here. Come here. Change this photo out because it's been a while. And then that's way too big. Man, I'm being blocked. But I'm gonna try to attempt to make this castle. So for the castle, I just need these and others. Okay, so I have these for the castle. I also need this as well. Ha. Maybe I could start with the tower. Maybe like this. Three, two, like that. Stack 12. Ha. Then we have this for the edge. It could work, but goodbye, spider. mean, to be fair, there's like nothing really I could say as I build, but whatever. Hi, Lindsay. What's up? Ah. As you can tell from the screen, I am, building Peach's castle from Odyssey. Whoops. I'm doing great. Now, how tall do I want this pillar to be? Exactly. Find the middle, which is here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe? And then I also need to top it with that. Unless I bring that down here, what does that look like? Ah, I don't know if that's gonna fit. Yeah, it's not gonna fit, is it? No, it's not gonna fit. I'll also just leave it like that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm building a new Mario World. I'm gonna also just leave like another image on the screen as well, just to give you an idea. But this is just like what I'm doing, just references. Let me just image. I don't really know what to call this. Let me just call this words. And the image that I need is right here. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Honestly, I could just leave it right here, right above the castle. I mean, with the other one, apparently, it just gives off, like, GP vibes for some odd reason. Because I've been getting feedback from, like, a friend of mine that just says it feels like tries or whatever. So that's why I'm kind of rebuilding it. But like the previous builds though, I'm still keeping those. Because, you know, we kind of built it or whatever. Sure. We could, if you want. Alright. I mean, I guess starting from scratch is kind of a good idea, to be honest. That's not what I wanted to put. I might have to fix that later, but whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can call me. This doesn't feel. This does not look right. I don't know why. Why does it not look right? Maybe if I just leave it how it is. Hello?
Okay, you can hear me now. That was weird.
Yeah.
It was really, really weird. Okay, are you still streaming?
Yeah, I am.
Cool. I would watch it on my iPad, but I'm watching a TV show on my iPad, so I can't really swap over at the moment. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to have to imagine what you're building, because remember I can't really check your channel when I'm on a Discord call if I'm calling you on my phone.
Right. I guess you must go to Discord if you want.
That works. Never mind, that works.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been alright, to be honest.
I've been busy
Ah.
and kind of sort of stressed out.
Okay.
It's been like it's been a lot of work, you know,
Yeah.
because I've been trying to get my house sold so I can move.
Right, right.
And the original plan was we were gonna originally move like once, but now we're moving twice, which is great. It's really great. So down for moving twice. But okay, so like the thing is though, it's not gonna be like that quick, like back to back. We'll always have like some type of a break.
Right.
We just don't know how long. Like right now we're estimating between a year, or a year and a half. But I don't know. It could be long. It could be longer. The wait at the rate it's going at right now.
Right, right.
Cause okay, so like you know how I told you how we're trying to build a house, right?
Yeah.
Well, um, that's turning out to be super slow of a process because the person who's trying to work with us, they're going like they always have like some type of excuse, and they're trying to say that they're busy with something else when we're trying to like get this house started. Like, it hasn't even been built yet. Like, they haven't like dug into the ground yet. They haven't done anything. I mean, we haven't even discussed like where the floor plan or anything.
Right, right.
Like, it's just been super slow, and it's kind of frustrating because we want to get it like done and over with because we want to move, right? And
Right,
like we
right.
can't really move when they don't really want to work with us, so it's kind of like frustrating with that. So I don't know what the rate's going. It seems like it might not be like 2 weeks from rate going. We'll see. Plans change, because I mean, okay, so like, for example, we were just originally gonna move like once, and now we're moving twice, and then I mean, at the rate that our house is going, because we haven't even built it yet, uh, we might. Who knows? We might not end up moving twice. We just may end up staying in the location that we're moving to,
Right,
and
right.
we might be just like done with that. Who knows? We never know. Like, plans change.
This
But
tower looks way too fat. I'm restarting.
I'm just I'm just pretty much just going with the flow and just going as it is. I mean, do I want to move twice? No, not really. No, not at all. I'd rather just like move once and just like be done and over with it, and not have to like worry about moving again.
Right, right, right.
And until like a long time from now, when I want to move again, I'd rather like do it that way. But I'm just pretty much going with the flow because you know I need to live somehow. I need to have a house.
Yeah.
So uh, I mean, yeah. So it's stressful, and I mean like really stressful. Like I've been like going back and I've been having to go like back and forth. And what I mean by that is I've been having to like because we're having these house showings,
Right, right.
and for the house showings, like you have to make sure like all your stuff is nice and neat, organized, the house is cleaned, and you have to make sure like everything's like spotless, and the house looks like brand new and all that because you're trying to buy it.
Okay.
And um, it's just been it's just having to put on my I can't really I know I'm not really a messy person. I'm very organized.
Right.
So I don't have that problem. So like it's not like I have like a messy room or anything because I don't. Like my rooms are really organized. And but the thing is, like I have so many video games. I have so many consoles. And since I have so many consoles, because I'm a gamer, I play video games. It's my life. That's okay. It's my hobby. That's my main hobby. Like my number one hobby that I do like every single day. And that's like all I care about. So like, I have a ton of video games and I have a ton of consoles.
Right, right.
And you know how hard it is to like have to unplug all of your consoles and then put them away just for a showing. And showing can last about up to like um 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes even longer.
Right.
Um, so having to like unplug the consoles, put them away, and then after the showing is done, oh, and then like not only that, I have to like be out of the house. Like I can't even be at the house, so I have to be outside the house and like that I have to be outside the house. It's because we're trying to like figure out what we're gonna do when we're outside the house because uh, we're just being like I don't know. It's just been really boring, to be fair, because we don't really have anything to do when we're outside the house.
Aha.
So like we've been like trying to like come up with things that we can do when we're outside the house. So like for example, like sometimes we won't have anything to do, and we're just sitting in the car in our neighborhood, just staring at our house, and that's really all we're doing for about 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay,
Do I
okay.
want to do it? Do I want to do it? No. We got nothing else to do. So I know actually it is really boring, to be fair. And
Right.
because I'm just sitting in the car, staring at my house. And I mean, I bring my phone and I bring my headphones, so it's not like I don't have anything with me because I'm smart. Like I'm not gonna just sit there and be bored to death and all this on myself.
Aha.
So like, of course I have my phone with me, and of course I have my headphones. So like, I just don't have my consoles. I don't have my games. I don't have my iPad with me. Because I can't really connect to the internet because I don't have Wi-Fi in most of the house. I mean, I could use hotspot.
Right,
It's all
right.
fun. So like, I can't really play my consoles. I can't bring my consoles with me. I can't bring my. I mean, I could bring my Nintendo Switch, but the thing is, Nintendo Switch only has like a certain amount of content, and like that thing dies super quick, and I don't want to, it's better than that.
Right, yeah.
And like not only that, like since I'm doing these showings like during the day, like it's so bright and sunny outside, the sun hits the screen on the Nintendo Switch, and it's like really hard to see when the sun does that. At least it is to me because I can't really see it because I'm hidden.
Yep.
So like knowing that, it's kind of like pointless to bring your console with you, your Nintendo Switch with you, when you can't even see the screen when the sun is so bright. And so like, I don't bring my Switch. I just have my phone and I just have my headphones. And it's like sometimes like with these showings, I'm just sitting there in the car, just staring at my house, and just listening to music. And do I want to do that? No, I don't have to. And it's really boring.
Yep.
But then, other than that, there's also sometimes where we actually do have something to do. Like sometimes we'll go out to eat. Sometimes we'll go to the store and just like look around. And sometimes we need to buy something, so we need to buy something in the store, and we go to the store and we buy stuff that we need. Um, sometimes we do. Sometimes we run errands. You
Right, right.
or I mean, so it's kind of like it's actually like really boring to be honest. And then like knowing like like once you get back home, you have to like not only take everything back out because we've been having showings, so we had to keep things put away. So since we have to keep things put away, I mean we could take things out to make sure it's only a very minimum few items that we can bring out. Like we can't really bring out like everything we have. Like for example, I had a shelf. Actually, I had a few shelves of my pop figure collection, my Disney pop figure collection, and I've been like every single month I like to like put my Disney pop figures on the shelf and reorganize the shelves and like switch out the characters here and there. And so I had that on my wall. And I don't even have that on my wall anymore just because we've been having these summer shows. And you can't really have that during the house show. So like I don't have that anymore.
Right,
My room
right.
is like so plain, like it's so dull, and I mean like super dull. I mean, like I'm telling you, like I used to have the color in my room, like, I painted and everything, and then I had to get my walls repainted. And when I mean by repaint, I mean repaint. Like okay, so like for example, my walls in the room were not pink, your favorite color,
No.
and like an ocean blue. And actually, but it's not ocean blue. I mean, like, it's not like a dark blue. It's more like a sky blue. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's more like a sky blue.
Okay.
And then my bathroom walls were violet. And because we're actually, since we're trying to sell our house, I want to get my walls repainted because, when you're trying to sell a house, you know,
Yeah,
you don't
right.
want colored walls like that for trying to sell your house. Because, I mean,
Ah.
when people go and try and buy your house and look at it and they want plain colors. So, like, plain simple colors. Like, they don't want like actual bright colors like they don't want. So like, I had to get my walls repainted. I guess my color I had to get them repainted too.
White.
Well, okay, so um I had the option to do white, but then I also had the option to do gray, and then I also had the option to do tan. And I was like, well, I don't want like dull colors. I'm not really like a dull fan. Like I don't like tans. I don't like browns. Um, like I don't like plain colors like that. I like color. Like I like reds, oranges, pinks, blues, purples, greens, yellows. I like the whole entire rainbow. I just like color. That's just me. But since I can't do that, I had to go with the flow, and I had to choose a plain color. And from the options, I was like, well, when I look at white, I think of snow, and I don't like the cold. I don't like cold weather, like at all. Like I can't do cold, so that's out.
I mean, if you want it to
And
go
then
like a wintry vibe, it has to be like white with like a little bit of blue for the walls.
yeah, but I mean, so when I look at white, I think it's snow. That's just
Okay.
Like I think it's like Olaf. Olaf from Frozen. He's all white. Well, actually, he's white with buttons. I mean, okay, without the buttons, without the killer nose, and without the brown sticks on top of his head and his arms. He's pretty much all white,
Okay.
and he's a snowman, and you know, snowman, snow.
Yeah.
So like, no, I didn't really want to do that. And then when I went to gray, I'm like, no, absolutely no, like 100% no. That's no, that's not even an option for me. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to look at gray. Like every single day, I'm going to something else. I don't want to look at gray. I'm just going to feel too dull if I look at gray. Like I'm just gonna feel like back in like the olden days where they using like black and white television shows.
Right, right.
It's gonna feel like I'm in one of those like old shows, cartoons, where it's like all black and white. And it's, oh wait. Okay. For example, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna feel like I'm in like that old cartoon where it was like Mickey Mouse, and it was like black and white Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm talking about?
Steamboat.
Yeah, Steamboat. Like I'm like if I did gray, I'm just gonna feel like I'm in Steamboat. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
Right, right.
So, I'm like, do I want to feel like I'm in Steamboat? Not really. No, I'm sure. I mean, that's what's really cool because I'm gonna be like starring in a Disney show, and I love Disney. But black and white, no, no, I'm good. So then my only option was tan, and I was like, okay, between these colors, I would rather look at tan than any of these other colors. So I chose tan. And even though I chose tan, and even though I'm looking at it right now, it still feels so dull and it doesn't feel like me. Like, I feel so out of character. Like, I feel so not like myself. I feel like I'm the opposite of myself. Just because I'm a color person, I love color.
Right,
And, like,
right.
I mean, like, look at a plain color. It's just, it doesn't make me feel like myself. Like, I feel so out of character.
Right.
And I'm like, this is so not me. I need color. I need color. And then like my parents are like, well, I mean, you're gonna have plain colors for a long time, and I mean a long time until we can actually move to the actual house that we're gonna try to actually live in. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's gonna be a while. Too, but I'm gonna have to.
Right, right.
So I mean, like, so I'm gonna do that, and with the times where I had to like, yeah, take things out, put them back, where let's see, to take, okay, I have to like put my stuff away and then take them back out as after a showing. It's been, I feel like I'm going like back and forth between that because I feel like I'm like I don't know. I just feel like stressed because I'm having to go back and forth because like I'm putting like I like things all nice and organized and I feel like nice and neat and organized and I feel like happy because everything is all organized. And then knowing when we were showing and we're like, oh no, I gotta go inside the house. I need to make sure I have all my stuff put away.
Right.
And then we had to like put it away, which is fine. But then like coming back after showing and like promoting like everything like I said, like having to put like a few items back to where it was. Um it's just been stressful. It's just been like going back and forth. Like I feel like I'm in a loop. Like I feel like I'm doing the same thing like over and over again. Like I'm on a timeless loop, like doing the same thing over and over again. Like even my
Right.
bed, for example, my bed, like completely different than bed, nice and neat and organized anyway. But you have to make it even more organized and neat. So I'm gonna do something else, like when I make my bed, and it just feels so out of character. Like, it feels just so weird because I'm not used to doing it. Like I don't do it, and then like I'm having to leave the lights on in the house. Like I can't turn off any single lights. I had to leave literally every single light on in the house, and it feels so strange not to turn off lights, before I leave. And I don't know how weird it is not to turn off
Super
lights.
Mario Galaxy!
Like it is just like really weird.
Right, right.
Like it's just a really weird feeling. Like you get so used to turning off your lights when you leave your house
And because you do that for like every single day in your life. And then you get to the point where you're trying to sell your house and you're going to do things completely different than what you're used to. And it just feels so weird and it's just so strange. I feel so out of place. It's like my room is like so empty now. It feels so plain. It feels so dull. I don't have like everything organized like I used. I don't have like pot figures and everything. I miss my pot figures. Like my pot figures are just in the attic right now. I'm sad because I'm gonna put those away. I'm running Disney pot figures. I don't like Disney pot figures. I don't want to put them away. I don't know to. Yeah, it's just. Like, I miss seeing my pot figures. I miss seeing my Disney pot figures.
Right.
And, like, I miss organizing my Disney pot figure collection and deciding which Disney characters I want to see on my shelf. I miss doing that. And, like, I miss, like, seeing my different... Like, okay, like, I had this, like, really cool Disney World Cinderella castle snow globe that we got from Disney World, of course, when I went there this week. And so I'm at that place now, and I'm gonna put it away, and not being able to look at that at the moment because you know to put it away.
Right.
Because I love Disney. Like, I like seeing all the Disney decorations. Like, literally, my entire room is just Disney decorated. And, like, I have a lot of Disney decorations, and I'm gonna put them all away. Just because of, insurance for the house. It makes me sad because, I'm a Disney fan. I like collecting my Disney stuff.
I thought this was the one, but I guess it's not.
So yeah, it's just been like busy, stressful, and it's been a very interesting experience. I mean, it's not like I'm doing this for the first time. I did it like 15, 16 years ago.
Right.
That was like when I was like a little kid. Like I haven't done this since I was a little kid. And do I remember doing it? I remember doing it, but I was learning all the details. So I was like, I'm relearning how to do the process all over again. And now that I'm an adult, and I can actually like remember like every single piece of detail because I have like a really good memory.
Right.
Like I feel like since I'm like learning everything, like I'm actually picking up like super fast, like super quick. Like I get told, okay, you need to do this for like when you're doing the showing. And as soon as I get told that, like it gets stuck in my brain like very quickly. And I get it down like super fast. Like you only have to tell me once, and then you don't have to tell me again. And like I'm on it. Like I feel like I've been doing that my whole entire life already. I feel like it's something like that where like I'm fast learning, right? So I've been like I've been getting retaught like how to do like it's not easy. This is something easy. Like it's like it's just hard to keep only a selective things out and about and then having to put them back like away, but then having to take them back out again, and then like knowing that you don't have like all your stuff like put out like where you used to, it just feels so strange. Like it feels so strange not seeing all my Disney decorations, for example, like that snow globe I had, and I had Disney statues, and like actually like Disney statues and my grandma gave me. And then I had my Disney Pop Figure collection, and I had, you know, some Disney posters hung up on my wall. And I'm gonna take all that down. I'm gonna throw away the Disney posters, unfortunately, because I had them up on my wall for so long. They were kind of getting like really old.
Right, right.
So I don't have those anymore. But I mean, I have my Pop Figure collections in the attic. All of my Disney statues. Yeah, my snow globe is in the attic. Actually, pretty much all my Disney ones are in the attic. Except for a couple of my stuffed animals I have. Like, I still have my Olaf stuffed animal. I still have my Mickey stuffed animal. And I still have another Mickey stuffed animal. So, like, for example, like, I have 2 Mickey stuffed animals, and one is a Fantasia Mickey from Fantasia, if you ever saw Fantasia.
Right.
Yeah. So he's in the Fantasia outfit. And the Fantasia outfit is called Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey. So that's the one I have. And then the other Mickey stuffed animal I have is a Christmas version. So it's Mickey dressed up as Santa Claus.
Right, right.
And I have that. I used to have a two more, but I gave them away a long time ago. Do I know why I gave them away? No, not really. Because I guess I wasn't really thinking.
I mean, that's almost everybody, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And all I can say was I don't think I was thinking when I was selling them. And so yeah, I mean, like, I don't have those anymore. Like, it was a huge collection too. Like, I used to have a regular Mickey Mouse. I had a Minnie Mouse. I had Goofy, I had Donald, I had Daisy Duck, I had Pluto. Let's see, I had Jasmine. I had what else did I have? I think I had a Cinderella one. I think I had Cinderella. I think I had an Aurora as well from Sleeping Beauty. I think I had her. I think. I had a Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Right, right.
I also had a Winnie the Pooh one. I also had there was quite a few. I honestly can't remember my whole entire collection I had because it was a long time ago. But I mean, from the ones I listed, I mean that was pretty good memory, right? But I mean, yeah. So yeah, actually, even though I'm moving twice, I actually think it's really cool that we're moving twice. Part of me thinks it's really cool.
Okay.
Because, it kind of makes you feel like you're doing something different. You're doing something new. And, you're in a new environment too. You're in a new location, and it feels like you're on an adventure. It seems fun and interesting and fascinating. Because you're in a new environment, and you get to explore, and you get to learn new things and experience new things, and you know be in a different environment, like figure out which restaurants you like, figure out which restaurants you don't like. You get to you get to go through the process of learning what you like and dislike in a certain area.
Right.
And like knowing that you get to go through that process again, it just like makes it like super exciting. And it makes it like it just makes it super fun. Like, I think it's fun. I think it's cool. So like I'm really faith that way, and it's like I'm like all the way down towards like having to move like twice. Like sure, I don't really want to move twice. I mean, yeah.
Right.
Like part of me I think it's cool. Like part of me thinks it's cool because it feels like I'm like a world traveler in a sort of way. Because I like I get to like experience new areas and new environments. And I think it's cool. Plus I get to see family more, and hopefully more. And I think like that's a whole entire key, and I'm supposed to that too, because I like seeing family. I enjoy seeing family, and like Robert and Robert really don't relate to see family as much as you see family often. And it makes me sad. It makes me depressed.
Right.
Knowing the new locations that we're moving to, we have family members who live in both locations, so I mean, there's a possibility, there's a chance I may be able to see family often. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not sure if we will. I'm not sure that that'll be the case, but there's a possibility, and when there's a possibility, and this is giving me hope, and I'm taking it, and I'm taking hope, and I'm hoping that I get to see family more often. So I mean, like that makes it even better, and that makes it exciting too, because there'll be around family more possibly. That's exciting. And like being in a new house too, that's exciting too. Because I've been in this house for like 15, 16 years, and that's like a long time. So it's just fun to be in a new location for a change, new area, be somewhere different that you've never been to before. Plus, on top of that, I get to be in a different time zone than what I'm used to, and I'm pretty excited about that.
That's nice.
Because, I've always been used to this time zone I'm with right now. And you know what time zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been used to this same exact time zone my whole entire life. And this time I'm going with a completely different time zone, and I'm pretty excited about that because I get to experience something different, and it's nice to have a good change once in a while, and I don't know that makes the process exciting too. So I mean, like what I said, like it's like I'm like more on the 50-50, like having to move twice. Like part of me doesn't want to do it, but then there's part of me that thinks it's cool. I don't know. I'm like 50-50.
Right, right.
But yeah, I mean, it's stressful. It's nerve wracking, and it's not easy to deal with. It's. I will tell you something though. It's actually really. Okay. So some people might not like this, but I actually think it's interesting, and I think it's fun to learn, and I actually think it's fun to like hear.
Right,
But
right.
I actually like hearing what people have to say about the house. And I like hearing what people's thoughts on the house. I just like hearing like the thought process because I'm not there when they're doing the show, so I
Yeah.
don't know what they're saying. I don't know what they're doing. Like I'm in the show and they're walking around looking at everything. I know they're not, but I don't know what they're saying. Like, I don't know the words. I don't know who these people are. And like, because I'm not there. I can't even be there. And
Right.
like, sometimes they leave a comment on the website about the house.
Yo, what's up,
And
Steels?
whenever they leave a comment on the house, I just find this like most people don't like reading comments about their house because
Yeah.
because sometimes people don't like hearing people saying bad things about their house.
Yeah, that's how most
But
people are, to be honest with you.
yeah, but I'm the opposite. I actually think it's interesting. I think it's actually fun to hear what people have to say. Like,
Right.
even if it's like something bad, like I don't take it like personally. No, I don't take it personally. Like I just take it as it is. Because I know in my head, like I know that there's gonna be people out there who don't like certain things. Because that's what their preference. So like I know that people are not gonna like
Well,
every
well.
single thing. But then you're gonna have some people who do like it. And so I have like that thought process in my head. So like I actually don't mind if someone doesn't like my house for some reason. I don't mind. Because, it's their opinion, it's their thought process, and I don't judge. And I don't know, I just like hearing what people have to say. I think it's fascinating. I think it's interesting.
Right,
Like,
right.
I don't know, I just like hearing it. Like, and it doesn't feel like their thought process just because I'm not there. Like, if I was there, if I had an option to be there, because I would if I could, but I can't. No, it's super exciting for some reason. That's just me though. I may sound weird when I say I like hearing people's comments about my house, but I don't care. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
me. I just like hearing what people have to say.
I mean, there are always negative comments about, like, things. Because not a lot of people have, like, nice things to say about certain stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, like okay. So like we got a couple of those like already. So like we already know that we have people who are not interested.
Right.
Um, so like on Saturday, for example, because the show started on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
So on Saturday, there was the one couple that was there. Um, they they said that they really liked the upstairs, and like they absolutely loved it. They just like loved everything about the upstairs, and they loved the location of the house.
Right, right, right.
And but the downside was, let's see, what was it inside? It was,
Either too small or something.
there's some, that's, I think the downside was, shoot, I can't think of it. I can't think. Oh my god. Hold on, I have to go back to my notes. I'm gonna look at my notes. Hold on.
I mean, it's fine if you can't remember, but yeah.
I know it. I put this down. I have to. Let me go back to my notes. Hold on. Oh. Go back to. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Alright. How you been, Steels? As you can tell from, like, the title of this live stream and what's going on the screen right now, I kinda need, like, help building this Mario world. To be completely honest, you can give me suggestions in the comments of the live stream. Or in the actual comments once this live stream is over. I personally though, I've been doing great. Episode 2 of Mario Quest will come out soon. I'm still working on that Toad Town though. The person that you just heard that I was talking to not that long ago is just a friend of mine. Yup. Can't wait until episode 2 comes out and the turns out to be finished. But right now, I'm actually remaking my Galaxy Town. I'm just looking at an image right now for it.
Oh, okay, I found it. You want me to tell you?
Sure, you can.
Okay, they felt like the house was outdated.
Okay.
Yeah, they felt like the house was outdated because we had it for like 15, 16 years. And since
Right.
we had it like that long, they felt like it was like outdated. They wanted a brand new house, so that was like the only downside to it that they put. Other than that, they really liked the house.
That's
Like, they loved
nice.
everything else. They liked everything else, but that was like the only downside is just because it was outdated. So we had that. We've also had a comment today, actually, where someone, for some reason, thought we had too much columns in the house, which isn't really true. We don't really have much columns.
Okay.
Honestly.
That's a little
And
suspicious, not gonna lie.
to be fair, I think they were just trying to think of something to dislike about the house when it's not even there. They're trying to be negative. That's what I was thinking.
Right, yeah. Because not really a lot of people have, like, nice things to say about certain
Because,
things. To be
What I
quite
mean, like,
honest.
I mean, Right, right. So I think that's what they're trying to do because um, they're just trying to be negative, not just like something, not be positive about something. I think they're just like that kind of people.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what they said. They said, "Oh, this house has way too many columns, and it's so hard to see when you have so many columns." And
I
I'm like,
mean,
what are these people talking about?
to be fair, you kind of bought the house like that, right?
Yeah, we did.
Because it's not like your I mean, it was. It could have been. It could have been your decision to like take down whatever it was, but it was also the constructor's way to do it.
Yeah.
So even if you did build it or whatever, you can't really destroy what's already there.
So like, we of course we bought the house. So and we built the house. So we didn't get to come up with a floor plan. Like we didn't get to we didn't get to design it. We didn't get to because it came like that. Like
Right.
when my parents saw this location for like this house, and they really liked they really liked what they were the construction workers were working on. And since they really liked what they were working on, because they already had everything like laid out,
Yeah.
and so like they couldn't really change anything. So but they really liked what the construction workers were doing, so they ended up buying it, and we've been here for like 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
So it's not like we designed it. It's not like we customized it. It's not like we got to choose anything because we didn't. We just bought it because we liked it, and we liked what the gym workers were doing in the first place. Here's this girl like, oh wow, this is actually really good. This is really cool that the construction workers were doing this, and we're like, this is buy it, and we did, and we just went with whatever the construction workers did.
Right.
So it's not like it's not like we're gonna choose like what we want in our house because, and so yeah, we have like a few columns in our house, like a few, but I wouldn't say it's a lot, and I wouldn't say they're in the way. Like they're not in the way to like where you can't see anything, because you can still see things, and you can actually still see a view from like when you're looking at different angles. So I just think these people were just trying to like be negative and just like be positive, and are trying to like hate on something when it's not really there.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I'm pretty sure like that comment is just false.
Because there are people that try to find something
But that's what they
doesn't
said.
really exist.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told my dad. Because I was like, I mean, this comment for like, like the columns. I was like, Dad, I'm pretty sure that this person was just trying to make up something that's in there. And my dad agreed, and he was like, yeah, I think you're right.
Right.
It is what it is. You're not gonna have everyone that likes every single thing. I don't really get upset about it though. Like, I'm totally fine with it. Like, I think it as it is. I think it's interesting to hear what people have to say.
Yeah.
I think it's funny too. Especially when I got that comment about the colon. When I got the colon comment, I just laughed. I didn't get offended. I just laughed. I was like, oh my god, he really made up something that's not.
Yep.
I'm just like taking these comments with humor. Like I'm just like laughing at them.
Yeah, because some people kind of say like stupid things, to be honest with you.
Like the column. I oh, this person has too many comments and I can't see where everything is. Like, what in the world?
Like, for example, right? Like, you say you're moving out, but,
Yeah.
like, let's just say these people wanted, like, a white picket fence or whatever. And they can say to you
Right.
that, excuse me, miss, I don't really like how you don't have a white picket fence here, so, I'm gonna deduct, like, 5 stars off your pay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, it wasn't really
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
my
yeah.
floor plan.
Like,
Like, I was expecting, like, a white picket fence, like, in your backyard or something.
yeah, so like another comment I'll give you for example. Then we got today actually. Uh so like for these people we were actually shocked, okay, because
Right.
we were surprised because they were there overtime and like they were taking longer than the booked time that they booked for. And we thought it was a good thing. And
Right.
it ended up being the opposite. It totally ended up being the opposite. We were so shocked. We were like, wait, what? They ended up not liking the house.
I mean, if
And
they
the
didn't like
reason
the house in the
why they
first place, they should have never came.
That's why.
that's what I thought. But I was like, okay, well they came in the first place, so whatever.
Why come to the house in the
But
first place if you
anyway.
don't like the layout?
And plus they were overtime too. Since they were there like overtime, they thought it was a good thing.
Right.
Because normally it is a good thing when they're there overtime. But no, it was the opposite. They were there overtime and they disliked it. They hated it. The house like entirely. So like the thing that they said was they didn't like the price. And they thought the price, then they thought the house wasn't great for what the price is listed for.
Right. What was the original price for it? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know. I don't remember the exact numbers like on the top of my head, but we have it as a price where it's like too high, too low. It's like just right.
Right.
And
Okay.
we've had like some comments where they're mentioning the price, and we had like some people who were like, "This is a perfect price. This is a really good price. It's not too high. It's not too low. It's just right." And they're
Right.
like perfectly fine with it. But then we also had comments where they're like, "Oh, this house is not as great as what it's listed for in price." And then we've had comments that are like, the price is not that great. So we've had like 50-50 comments, but most of the comments are saying it's a really good price range.
Right. Right.
So it's not like they're all bad towards the price, because they're not. We've been mostly getting good comments towards the price range. We just had like a couple of them that are like being negative towards the price. Only like a couple. It's funny.
Oh yeah, the people who were here for like overtime.
And we thought that they really liked the house because they were here overtime. They ended up not liking the house.
Yeah,
They said that the house wasn't as great as what the price was listed for, and they also said, so like for example, my dad has an office downstairs, and in his office he has a closet, and for each room that has a closet, it's considered a bedroom.
Right.
When you're trying to sell it. So when these people are going through the showings, they look at my dad's office as a bedroom rather than an office.
Aha.
And so when they see my dad's office, the people who were here overtime that we thought they would like the house, but they didn't. They actually put as comments that my dad's office could be a what did it say? My dad's office could be a like a like a like a like a like a grandpa and grandma kind of room.
So like an
Bedroom.
antique room
Like
or
a
something
grand-
like that.
Yeah, that's what they said. And my dad said that he didn't even list the house to, say anything like that. So we thought it was funny how they mentioned that when it's not even listed on the house.
I mean,
They
again,
didn't
it's
say
the
anything like
it's
that.
like the buyer's idea to do so to the house.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You want to hear something else?
Well,
Okay, so my game room
uh-huh.
that I have upstairs, which is they're like, oh, you have a movie theater room, and we're like, no, we don't. We have a game room. And they're like, oh, that's not what. And then they hang up.
I mean, yeah, that's how like most people are when it comes to like either renting a house or buy it.
Yeah, and there was this one person who saw the game room, and as soon as they saw the game room, they wanted to turn it into a radio station room.
I mean, again, it's their decision if they want to do it. They don't have to wait for the actual person to do so.
But like, imagine a radio station room inside their own house. I think that's pretty cool.
But again, like before they make their own decision, I think they have to like speak to the landlord, I think, or something.
Yeah, I think they have to.
Yes, either the
But-
landlord or something else, but I don't know.
But yeah, anyways, that's what I was saying. There was the one person that wanted to turn the game room into a radio station room. They looked at the floor plan for it, and they saw that there was a balcony attached to the game room.
Right.
And they're like, you know what? We don't really need this balcony. We're trying to do a radio station room, so no, I'm not interested. And they weren't interested just because of the balcony connected to the game room. And just because of their like ideas for that room in the first place with the radio station, like they didn't think it was going to like tie it all together.
Right.
So they're like, nah, we're not doing this. And so yeah, we met some like really interesting kind of like people like so far. Most actually, I would say like most of the people that we met are Indian people. For some reason.
Right.
So like most of the people that have been coming to our house, they've been doing so like like how everyone's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these the people that have been coming to our house, they've been they're like the kind of people who will buy a house just by the feel of the house, like the feel of the house, the feel of the environment. They're like those kind of people.
Because there are some people that will like a certain type of thing.
Yeah, so we've been having a lot with those kinds of people, and yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting experience to go through again. My parents told me that the last time we did a house showing, which was like 16 years ago.
Right.
It only took us like
3 to 4 house showings to do, and someone was interested. And it only took us like a week or 2 weeks for us to sell our house and move. So it didn't take us like that long. So I think it's to hear about that. I think it's like interesting how that was like so fast where we go. But like now we're going like between like back and forth between people who are liking the house, disliking the house. We have like a mix between comments of like here and there. We have some like crazy comments. And it's been funny. It's just been an interesting, fun experience actually.
Oh, actually, there's like a lot of stress and it's also a lot of. I mean, yeah, it's just been back and forth. But I mean, yeah, here and there, it's been cool.
Right.
But yeah, and most of the comments though, have been towards the house have been positive. Like they always seem to like really like the location of the house, and they really love they love the area. They really love the backyard. They really love the upstairs. People really love the upstairs. The upstairs is like the #1 top favorite for some reason.
At least
They
that's
just-
like
they
the
just love
good
it.
part, though.
Yeah, but they also so far people have been really loving like the backyard, and like people have been like loving let's see, what else have they been loving? They've been loving actually that's all they've been saying that they love. That's what people have been saying what they love, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the downstairs. In all honesty, like I don't know what people are saying about the downstairs. All I've been hearing is like people love the upstairs, backyard, the location of the house, and that's pretty much all the good comments.
Right.
I haven't really heard anything about the downstairs of the house. I don't know what people are saying about the downstairs. I don't know what their thought process is. We had this one group of people who came, and they said that they were surprised that we were able to keep our house all nice and neat and organized, and look brand new, even though we've had it for like 15 or 16 years.
Right.
So that was a compliment, because it is a compliment. They were saying like how we were pretty much saying how we were like really good at taking care of the house for it being so old.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a compliment. So like that was good to hear.
That's the good part of everything, though.
And they thought that the house was we also had like people who like really like the house like environment, so like they just like love everything about it.
Right.
Like yeah, so it's just been like a mixture between like love and hate.
Yeah.
The thing is though, like we're just like wondering how many showings we're gonna have until someone's interested in playing. Like so far, we've had 6 showings. And like I didn't know we had 4 until I was approaching 3. And okay, let me tell you why. So the first one and the second one, they were like kind of started back to back, kind of sort of, because they were kind of in the same time frame, kind of sort of.
Right.
So the first one was what did I tell you? It was like between 10 and 11, right? And yeah, I think I told you that. Yeah, it was between 10 and 11 a.m. for the first one. And then the second one was from 11 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Okay.
And then the third one, okay, so the third one is where it was more of a back-to-back, and this is where the fourth one comes in. And I didn't know it was going to be the fourth, and I didn't know that we had a fourth one, but this is where it comes in. So the third one, that was the 3 o'clock p.m. to 3:30 p.m. That ended up being a double showing,
Ah.
where it's a single showing. And we kept on looking at it because they literally only booked it for 30 minutes. And we're like, how are they going to do 2 showings within 30 minutes?
Right.
There's
right.
no way. There's no way. Hey. You do 2 showings within 30 minutes. There's no way.
Ah.
First group of people went in, and this second group of people had to wait in their car the entire time when the first group of people were in, because they were just doing like one group at a time for some
Right.
strange reason. Like they didn't bring them both in, even though they were both there at the same time. They were just doing like one group at a time. So they brought in the first group, and they did the first group. And the first group was like only there for like 10-15 minutes. They weren't even there for like that long.
Ah. Okay.
And then the next group of people who went in, they were there over 40, the 4:30 mark.
Right.
4:30. That's 3:30. They were over there from the 3:30 mark. They were over. They probably like left. What was it? They left at 3:40.
Right.
So the second group of people left at 3:40, and they were probably in there for about, let's say, 50, hold up. Let me do math. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. First group is like 50. Let's see.
Doesn't like each group of people take like 10 to 15 minutes?
They were on the second group of people were there for like 25 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And but yeah, to answer your question, first showing, someone can book a certain amount of time. So like for example, so you can book for like only 30 minutes. And even though they only have it booked for like 30 minutes, they can go overtime if they want to.
Right.
And that's like only if they want to. Like, they have like the option to go overtime if they want to. For like who knows like what reason. Like they can go like overtime if they end up like liking something, or they end up like liking something and like or they want to like re-look at something just because they like it so much.
Right.
And like, I mean, who knows? Like, who knows why they're there like overtime? But from like what I've been told, the reason why they are there like overtime is because they end up like liking something and they want to like look at it again. And it is like there's just like more going off of like they really like the house. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's why people are like there overtime. And so like people have the option to like choose to go overtime if they so wish and desire, if they end up like liking the house. But like for like an example, if someone does go overtime, like the people who I told you about today, who went overtime but they ended up not liking the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, even though they're staying overtime, it doesn't mean like it's gonna be like a good thing like all the time. Just from like what I learned today, it's because you can get some bad comments or bad like some bad views. Like the one comment I told you about like today, with the one group of people who stayed overtime.
Yep.
I mean, like they stayed overtime, and we thought they were gonna like that because they stayed overtime, but they ended up disliking it. So, like, what I learned was from that situation, not everyone is going to like a house that they stay overtime. So you could still get a negative review, even if they stay overtime. So, I mean, it's like 50-50. So, like, sometimes you'll get someone who's good, sometimes you'll get someone who's bad.
Yep.
It's just a 50-50. It just all depends on the person who's trying to it all depends on, like, what they want to do. And, like, it also depends on the relayer, too.
I guess it also depends on the route as well, but I'm not too sure.
What did you say?
It might also depend on like how they feel or something, but like I don't really know.
I think so. I think that has something to do with that. I think so.
Cause like say if this person was grumpy, right?
Right.
They will probably have to like try to put on a happy face, but even though on the inside they just feel grumpy all the time. Or whatever.
Right. Right. So like actually like reminds me of something. So like remember how I told you about the people who
Yeah.
you put cards. So like so I have a way to like to see if there's someone at the front door. And to see like when someone's outside your house.
Yeah.
And because we have an right.
Yeah.
And so I've been looking at that app whenever I have to leave the house. So then I know whenever they, so then I can inform the parents whenever they show up for the showing, and I can inform them whenever they, leave. And I guess I can inform them like what they're doing,
Right.
So like I can tell them like whenever they show up for the showing, and I can tell them like whenever they leave. And the people who leave the comments about poems, they rarely outside most of the time for their time that they booked. They were only inside for like probably like 5 to 10 minutes. They weren't even inside like that long. And they booked it for an hour. And even though they booked it for an hour, they were only inside for 5 to 10 minutes, and they were outside for like, I would say like about like 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
And the thing that they were doing outside was they weren't even looking at the house. They weren't even facing it. They were facing the opposite direction, trying to avoid the house. And just by like their body language and them like facing the house, like you could instantly tell that they weren't interested. Like you could easily tell. Like it was very simple, very easy to tell. Like just by like their body language, and like they weren't even facing the house, and the fact that they were outside most of the time for their time frame. They weren't even inside very much. That just gave it away that they just weren't really interested. That's what they were doing. They were just doing outside most of the time, facing the house, trying to avoid it, and they were just talking.
Right.
And who knows what That's what they were talking about. Like, that's what they were doing, and we thought it was like hilarious because we kept on like watching them. Kids were like, "What are they doing?" And we're like, "Wait, are they gonna go back inside?" Kids were like, "Wait, they weren't even inside that long. Why are they outside? What are these people doing?" It was just funny just to see like what they were doing, and like all of a sudden I put my phone down for like only like a minute, like it wasn't that long,
Right.
and then because we were really at a restaurant when we were looking at the camera, and then because we were gonna leave, and I was like, okay, give me a second, I want to see what these people are doing, because we were watching them, and I was like, I want to see if they're still outside talking and not facing the house. And as soon as I get onto the app and look, their car is gone, and I'm just like sitting there like laughing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they actually left. I sitting there laughing, I'm like, that's hilarious, they actually left.
Right.
They're really inside, like, oh my, they're really inside for 5 to 10 minutes, and they're outside, and they ended up leaving. I think that was hilarious. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, sure, it might sound like wrong when you're like when you hear that, but like I just find it hysterical for some reason.
Right.
I don't know. I just think it's hilarious to see what people are doing and when people are like, especially these people who are like outside for like most of their time and they weren't even facing the house. Like, I was even laughing at that because I was like looking at them. I'm like, oh my god, they're not even facing the house. This is hilarious. I kept on telling my dad, I was like, there's 100% chance they're not interested just because of their body language and the way they're not even inside, and the fact that they're outside most of their time, and the fact they're not even facing the house. I'm pretty sure they're not interested, and it ended up I was right. They were totally not interested, and they ended up giving us a false comment about the call-ins.
Right.
God. I just find it hilarious. I just find it hysterical. On Saturday, when we had our first house showing, my parents actually surprised me, and do you know what they did?
Well,
They made reservations at the Cheesecake Factory.
okay. But those are really so
Which is like one of my favorite restaurants. And so when I found out that they made a reservation, I was like really excited. And so we went to the Cheesecake Factory, and we ate at the Cheesecake Factory when they were doing the house show on Saturday. And it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. Because I got to eat like my favorite food. I got to have cheesecake. I love cheesecake. New flavor cheesecake. I got a new flavor cheesecake, and I've never gone before, and I ended up loving it. So, like, my go-to cheesecake that I usually get from the Cheesecake Factory is usually something with chocolate and peanut butter, because that's my favorite combination. That's like my go-to combination. I love chocolate and peanut butter. That's my absolute favorite combination combined. Just my go-to in general. But no, I decided to go something different this time. And this time, I went for an Oreo one. And this Oreo one... Okay. I'm not gonna say the pun like at the moment because you might not get it unless I say the name of the cheesecake. So I'm gonna say the name of the cheesecake and then I'll say the pun because I have a really funny pun to go with it.
Uh-huh.
So okay, this cheesecake name was the Oreo Dream Cheesecake.
Okay.
And since it was called Oreo Dream, so this Oreo Dream cheesecake was pretty much an Oreo cheesecake with Oreo mousse, Oreo chocolate icing, and then an Oreo chocolate crust, and it had a gigantic Oreo on top as well. And since it was called Oreo Dream, now here comes the pun, and I think it's punny.
Okay.
But the pun I came up with was when I was eating this cheesecake was this Oreo cheesecake is literally a Oreo dream come true.
Ah.
Get it? Oreo dream come true? Oreo dream?
Uh-huh.
I know. Yeah, I know. I might not be able to even joke, but I mean, I thought it was funny.
Uh-huh.
Funny. Funny. Okay, I need some. But yeah, it was literally an Oreo dream come true. Like they literally put the title of that cheesecake like perfectly. Like they came up with it like perfectly because that was exactly an Oreo dream. It was fantastic. It was incredible. It was absolutely like the best Oreo dream I've ever had and ever experienced, and I just loved it. I actually took a picture of it. Did I send it to you?
Sure. If you want.
Cool. Let me send it to you. It was really good. And man, it was incredible. It was like, oh my god, it was like the best Oreo cheesecake I've ever had. Actually, I've never had Oreo cheesecake in all honesty. Like, my whole entire life, I've never had Oreo cheesecake, but like, that was like the first time I had Oreo cheesecake, I think. And it was insanely amazing. It was so good. It was, oh my god, I would totally get it again. That was the best Oreo cheesecake I ever had. Actually, well, I can't really say it's the best Oreo cheesecake I ever had because I never had Oreo cheesecake, but I mean, that was really good. It was out of this world. It was a out of this world Oreo dream come true, and I loved it. I loved like every single minute of it. I like, loved every single second of it. It was awesome. Okay, let me find this picture. Where is my? Where did I post it? Oh, I'm in the wrong Discord. Never mind. It's not there. Dude.
But yeah, if you're wondering like what I'm technically doing, I'm just like recovering a build. But yeah. You can also give me like ideas of like areas or something that I could also build as well.
Okay, I sent you the picture.
Nice. I'll look at it after.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah.
I mean, just like look at that Oreo icing. I mean, just like look at that. That looks incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible. It was like the best tasting icing I've ever had. It was so good. Like the whole entire, I mean, the whole entire was awesome. Like as soon as I saw that Oreo, that really like caught my eye as soon as I looked at it. I'm like, whoa! Look at this Oreo. This is huge. And like the Oreo mousse, oh my god, the Oreo mousse was awesome. Oh, and that the whipped cream was fantastic. I mean, like, the whole entire thing was absolutely incredible, and I loved it.
That's nice.
Yeah, so we did that on Saturday, and that was awesome. That was like a really good surprise. Because, like, I didn't know we were going to do that when we had the showing.
Right.
And that was a really good surprise. I mean, like, I enjoyed it. Because I love the Cheesecake Factory. It's one of my favorite restaurants. I love it. And I love cheesecake in general. I love cheesecake. And the fact that I was going to have it. Okay. So, like, normally, what I do when I go to the Cheesecake Factory, I usually eat my entire meal. And then I take home my desserts because I'm full, you know?
Right.
But no,
I actually 100% did the complete opposite this time around. This time around, I only ate part of my meal,
and I took it home.
and I ate all of my desserts. The whole entire piece of cheesecake, I ended up eating the entire thing. That just shows you how good that cheesecake was. I just couldn't put it down. Like, yeah, there was moments where I was being full and I couldn't eat anymore, but it was like so good. I just couldn't put it down, and I kept on like eating it. I'm like, I can't put this thing down. This is way too good. I just can't end it. I ate the whole thing.
Right.
And I ate the whole thing. I was in shock. I was in shock that I ate the whole entire thing. Like, even when I like finished it, I kept on like looking at it, and I'm like, I can't believe that I ate the entire cheesecake. I can't believe I did that. And I kept on telling myself, I'm like, I can't believe I did the opposite of what I usually do. Like, I usually eat the full meal, and then I bring on my dessert. This time I did the opposite. I ate part of my dessert, and I ended up taking my dessert. Hey, what am I saying? I ate part of my meal, and I've taken the rest of my meal home, and then I eat my entire dessert. And I don't know, I was just shocked that I did the complete opposite this time. Do I know why I did the opposite this time around? No, not really. I don't know, honestly. But that's what I did this time, and I was shocked. Especially since I ate that gigantic piece of cheesecake. I mean, you know how big those slices of cheesecake are?
Right.
They're huge. And I ate that entire thing. And the fact that I ate the entire thing, like, I was super full afterward just because I ate that whole entire piece of cheesecake. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so full. But I'm like super happy at the same time because it was fantastic. And then at the same time, I was shocked because I ate that entire piece of cheesecake. And I was doing the complete opposite of what I usually do. But I was still satisfied because I have a really good piece of cheesecake, and I would totally get that cheesecake again if I had the option to, because it was incredible. It was awesome. It was the best cheesecake I ever had.
Right.
It was so good. Okay, normally, like, if you know me, like, normally, you will not hear me say this. But, because I normally wouldn't say it. Like, I 100% would have to say the Oreo cheesecake I had was actually better than the peanut butter chocolate cheesecake I usually get. And that's That's the same to me because I normally don't say that.
Right,
Because
right.
usually, peanut butter and chocolate are my go-to. Right? That's usually my go-to combination. So, like, when I say something is better than my go-to combination, that's saying something. That's saying something in general. Because normally I wouldn't say that. Usually, I would say the peanut butter and chocolate is better than everything. Normally, I would say that, but this time around, for me to say that my other option was better than my go-to, that's the same.
Right.
I don't know, like maybe it's just the fact that my taste buds are like telling me to eat something different for a change because I eat a lot of chocolate and peanut butter anyways, and since it's my like go-to, like chocolate and peanut butter is literally my go-to. Like I get chocolate and peanut butter like, all the time. That's my go-to combination all the time. But for me to say something that's better than my go-to, which is chocolate and peanut butter, that's just saying something. That's just saying that maybe my taste buds are like telling me to get something different for a change and to try something new and to like different options that rather than my go-to flavor. You know?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to listen to your taste buds, because if they're tired of the same meal, then you're gonna have to change it.
Right. Because I go for peanut and chocolate all the time. But recently, you want to hear what my recent go-tos are?
What was it?
So my recent go-to, instead of chocolate and peanut butter, it's been Oreo or chocolate chip cookie dough.
Okay.
So I always go for I always go for either chocolate chip cookie dough or like something with cookie dough or like something like yeah, like either chocolate chip cookie dough or something with cookie dough or something with Oreo.
Okay.
This has been my go-tos lately, and I don't know why. I just been going for like cookie dough and Oreo for some reason. Like even when I started like changing from my go-to peanut butter and chocolate to the Oreo and cookie dough, my
Right.
family members like surprised that I wasn't choosing peanut butter and chocolate because they've been so used to me like choosing peanut butter and chocolate all the time. Because like lately, I would choose something else, like which is like the cookie dough or the Oreo.
I mean,
But
sometimes you gotta have to
so like
change the meal.
whenever I choose those options now, they like look at me and they're like, "Wait, what? You're not gonna choose chocolate and peanut butter? Are you feeling okay? Are you yourself? Are you normal? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just feel like cookie dough or I feel like Oreo." And I'm like, "That sounds so like you though. You usually like chocolate and peanut butter." Like for example, like my grandma, she has like for some reason, like okay, so like when I was a kid, right, my go-to flavor for everything was chocolate, and I mean just chocolate, like nothing else. It was just chocolate. It's like
Okay.
chocolate all the time. So I would get chocolate like all the time, and so my grandma got used to it, and still to this day, for some strange reason, she thinks my go-to is chocolate, and it's not anymore. Like I haven't had chocolate as my go-to since I was a kid. I mean, sure, like I've had the peanut butter and chocolate thing for a little while, which includes chocolate, but it's not just chocolate; it's chocolate and peanut butter.
Aha.
So yeah, I've been having that for a while. But my grandma for some reason thinks my go-to is still the plain chocolate. and it's not anymore. And so I like look at her, and I'm like, oh no, I actually don't get that anymore. Because I don't. And she's like, wait, really? And she's like all shocked, and she's like, wait, really? Like, you don't get this plain chocolate anymore? And I'm like, nope. I usually just get chocolate and peanut butter. And she's like, well, it still includes chocolate. I'm like, yeah, it still includes chocolate, but it's not just chocolate like I'm used to getting.
Right.
But yeah, I'm still to this day, she still thinks my go-to is just plain chocolate. Like, if she gives me a donut, she thinks automatically that I want a chocolate donut. But I'd rather have a different kind of donut. Like my go-to donut right now is cake flavored donuts. Have you ever?
Don't think I have. Hello
Yeah,
to you
most
too, right guy.
Yeah, most of the people I told her it is. So like, okay, let me tell you what a cake flavored donut is. You want me to teach you about the cake donut?
Sure, if you want.
Okay, so the cake flavored donut is pretty much the regular ordinary donut, but it tastes like cake.
Okay.
And not just any cake. They have like these cake donuts in different flavors. So they have like a chocolate cake donut. They have like a chocolate fudge cake donut. They have like a cinnamon kind of flavored cake donut. They have like they have like different options for the cake flavored for the donut. So it's pretty much like these different like flavors for a donut, but you taste the cake part, and that's why they call it the cake donut because you get to taste the cake.
Aha.
So it's like a combination between a donut and a cake. You get to taste a donut and a cake at the same exact time. And it's incredible.
My favorite cake donut to get is
The chocolate fudge. I love a chocolate fudge cake donut.
Ha.
The chocolate cake fudge donut is incredible. It's so good. And so yeah, that's my go-to donut. It's the cake flavored donut. But my grandma still thinks I like just plain chocolate.
Right.
and then for some strange reason,
My own mom, she thinks my go-to donut is chocolate with sprinkles. And I'm like, what? What? I know. No, not at all. I haven't gotten anything with sprinkles since I was a kid. Like, no, sprinkles are not my thing. Why would I get, why would I get something with sprinkles?
I mean, they probably still are, but you just didn't feel like getting them today. Or that day.
I haven't gotten sprinkles since I was a kid, though. So, but for some reason, my mom thinks I still like sprinkles. But I haven't had sprinkles since I was a kid, so I don't know why she thinks that.
I mean, you say you don't, but, it's just a motherly instinct.
I don't know what she's thinking, though. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's just a motherly instinct. If she thought that you were getting, like, whatever the original item was, she just thought you were getting the original item.
Okay, so like I'll give you an example. So like, we don't get donuts like that often. And I guess it's like a rare occasion for us to get donuts. And so like whenever we do get a donut, I always look at my mom.
Right.
I know what she's gonna say whenever I ask this question. I always look at my mom, and I'm like, okay, you want to guess what donut I want? And she like looks at me, and she's like, let me guess. chocolate with sprinkles. And I'm like, what? No. No, why would I get some with sprinkles? No.
Eh,
No.
I haven't done something with sprinkles since I was a kid.
Kid. What?
But then she like looks at me and she's like, okay.
What flavor are you gonna get? And I'm like, the cake donut.
And then she like looks at me and she's like, you sure you don't want something with sprinkles? And I'm like, yes, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure.
okay.
I don't want something.
And she's like, okay.
And then it's like the same thing with my grandma. It's like the same thing with my grandma.
Right.
It's like, I'll ask her,
I'll ask her the same thing.
I'll ask her the same question.
And I'll be like, you want to guess what a donut want?
And she like looks at me. And she's like,
Let me guess. Chocolate.
and I'm like,
Yes, that's exactly what I want. I want the cake donut.
I mean, if you think about it, dads do take it differently to like the moms in the situation or whatever. Cause like in mama's eyes, right? The mom is always just like, well, I guess my child is gonna get like the same thing like they do every year or whatever. But the dad, on the
Yeah.
other hand, it's just gonna be like, knowing my son or daughter, they're gonna want this, their item today or whatever. It might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's exactly it.
And
Yeah. And then I've been doing different things lately whenever it comes with food. Like I have been going to my go-tos and I've been doing
completely different things. I mean, going on a wild adventure.
adventure, as you would call it.
Aha.
Oh my god, it sounds like someone from a Disney movie where they're like, I'm going on a wild adventure. Oh god, I watch way too much Disney.
I wanted to break into a song, but I forgot that that screams copyright. So I can't really do that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah,
Cause I usually break
yeah,
into a
you
song,
definitely
but
don't
I'm
want to
just
do
like,
that.
right, I'm live. I can't do that.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do
On
that.
YouTube unless you want to get copyright.
I mean, I mean, making a video of it is a different story. But like doing it live is a whole different thing. Cause like doing it live, the entire stream is copyrighted.
And I'm telling you, like, sometimes I actually miss making YouTube videos.
I mean, you could go back to doing
You
it, you
used to
know.
be a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, you told me before. But again, it's up to you if you wanted to go
Yeah.
back to doing it.
I used to. The thing is, so you know how I told you I thought about going back to it?
Aha.
Well, and then like remember how I told you that the game I thought of like playing
Right.
again for YouTube videos.
Aha.
Wait, did I ever tell you which game?
Disney Dreamlight Valley.
No, it's not that one.
But it was something Disney related though.
Yeah, it was.
I'm just a Disney content creator in general. I just do Disney everything. Disney's just my life.
I'm just putting that out there. I'm just a
Disney content creator. I just do Disney everything. Disney's just my world, my dream, my life. I just love Disney. I'm a huge Disney fan. I'm a Disney fan, I guess you would call it.
I know everything about Disney. Disney is my passion.
love Disney. Like even okay, like even like what I'm doing now, where it's like on my whole entire Twitter, my whole entire Twitter page, it's just old Disney, really old Disney. Like that's all I post. It's Disney, 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 Disney. And the Disney thing I post on the Twitter is a game I play a lot, and I mean like a lot. Like I've been playing this Disney game since October, Halloween of last year,
Okay.
and I absolutely love it. It's called Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I that's all I post on my Twitter. I just post Disney Dreamlight Valley pictures and content on there like, all the time. That's like my whole entire Twitter page. It's just Disney Dreamlight Valley, and that's just me. That's my whole entire life. I've just been a Disney content creator. That's like all I do.
Okay.
And too, when I used to make YouTube videos, I was a Disney content creator. I made I made YouTube videos on this Disney game that I still play to this day. I played it for 2.5 years. Or was it 3.5? I can't remember. It's been 2.5 or 3 years. Since has it been 3? I think it's been 3. Maybe it has been 3. I lost track. It's either been 2.5 years or 3 years since I played the game, but it's called the Disney Sorcerer's Arena.
Okay.
And I was a content creator for Disney Sorcerer's Arena. And I would post YouTube videos online, and I got 235 subs just for posting that game.
Okay.
235 subscribers. And still to this day, even though I don't post content on my YouTube channel anymore, I still have my 235 subscribers. It hasn't changed at all. Like I still have people on there,
Right.
and it's all just because of my Disney content. And like even when I did my Disney content, I remember that I got a ton of comments from people that they really loved the way I did my Disney content. Because with my Disney content, the way I would do it was I would come up with my own stories, and I would come up with my own like life lessons, and I would come up with like I would try and like make it like more entertaining to like look at and watch. And I was coming out with my own stories and my own life lessons, and I was choosing which characters to go with what scenery, and just to make it more interesting, more entertaining, more fascinating, more entertaining for the audience. And people really liked that, like what I was doing. They really liked the whole entire aspect of how I was come up with my own Disney stories and come up with my own characters. Well, I wasn't really my own characters. I was literally just choosing the Disney characters and Pixar characters
Right.
from the game and just putting them with the environment. But they were just like loving what I was doing. They just like loved how I was coming up with my own stories and life lessons to go with the scenery and characters. And we loved how I was including like my Disney the Disney facts from like different Disney movies and TV shows that I watched. Because I would include those in for somehow because I'm a huge Disney fan. Like if you're going to say something about a certain character, you're going to say like the detail, so then people actually know like what you're talking about. So, for an example, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. She lives in, and so I would always, add that for, I would always add that piece of detail in to the stories that she lives in Atlantica.
And
But I mean, it was like only like one piece of detail, or a few pieces of detail, just to to tie in the character, to know what make people know like what I'm talking about, so they have a general idea. But
Right.
even though I was getting a detail of the character or like a personality or like a trait of theirs or something they did from like their movie, even though I did that, I was still coming up with my own story. And the fact that I was coming up with my own story and my own life lesson, that's what people thought was entertaining and they really loved about it. And that's why they subscribed to my YouTube channel because they really loved like what I was doing. And I actually still do the same thing where when I post my Disney Dreamland Valley content over on my Twitter, I still do the same exact thing. But instead of Disney Sources right now, I'm doing Disney Dreamland Valley. It's pretty much the same exact thing. I'm pretty much doing the same exact thing, but it's for a different Disney game.
Okay.
And like even over on my Twitter, I'm getting like a ton of views, and people are loving my Disney Dreamland Valley content because of like what I'm posting. I'm getting like a ton of views, and like I only have 6 subscribers. So even though I only have 6 subscribers, I'm getting a ton of views. And I think I'm getting a ton of views just because it's Disney related. Like, I'll tell you like how many. Let me tell you like how many not comments, how many views I've gotten on one of my Disney posts recently.
Like 1,000.
It was let me check. Hold up. It was like which one was it? Hold up. I need to find this. It was give me a moment to look.
Okay.
I said on my Twitter profile thing. Okay. Search. Oh my god. Oh. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll. Scroll. Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. Oh my god, don't do that. No, just don't switch to the right. Don't do it. Okay. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Oh my god, why do you keep doing that? Don't do it. Go. Yep. Okay, that way. Yep. Mm-hmm. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Okay. It was 113 views. I got 113 views as on like one of my Disney posts like recently. I mean that's a lot, right?
Right.
That's a lot. So and it like blows on my I don't have that many followers on Twitter. And since I don't have many followers on Twitter, it blows my mind how many views I'm getting on my posts. I don't know. It just blows my mind. I'm like, how many? It's insane how I'm getting like these amount of people to view my content when they don't even follow me. It just blows my mind. My mind is blown. Oh, and then like
And then here's another high one
on one of my Disney beer content. I had 101 views on one of my Disney posts on my Twitter. I mean, that's still a lot. 101.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I'm getting like so many views on my Disney content. Like, I just get so many views.
Like even when I was doing
Disney content over on YouTube.
I get
And like, you wanna guess
how many views
I got on my Disney content over on YouTube?
Like 10K.
Yes, it was 10K.
Yeah, I was
I
not
got
expecting it
10K.
to get on the.
No, I literally got 10K views on every single post, every single upload I uploaded on my YouTube channel.
I was
Literally,
joking
every
when
single
I said
one. It was
10K though.
10.
I was not expecting it to get right.
No, it was exactly 10K. It was literally exactly 10K.
But I was literally joking about saying that though.
No, it was literally 10K. That's exactly it. It was exactly 10K.
Ha.
That blew my mind too. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm getting this many views on my Disney content. It's insane.
I mean, that was kind of like me when I first started my channel. When I did my FNAF series.
Really?
Yeah. But it wasn't like that much views though. It was just like around like the 20.
Sorry, it was like only 20.
Yeah, just like 20 views per video. But since I'm
So
like
it wasn't
remade the series now.
yeah.
I think the last, like starting from the trailer itself, right?
right.
It's like, let me see. Come to my main. Go to my main channel. Like the first episode is like 50 views from like a month ago.
Not bad. That's so good.
The trailer, however, has like 51 views.
Wow, that's so good.
The second
Yeah.
episode of the FNAF series, 68 views from
Oh,
3 weeks ago.
Oh, that's getting better. That's good.
Episode 3, though, stayed about like 20 views, which is fine. And then episode 4 is like a whopping 75 views.
Whoa. Okay, that's getting even better. Wait till you get to the hundreds.
If I got into like the hundreds, it'll probably be like roughly 20, episode 20 or something. I don't know though.
Yeah, but that's even going to blow your mind even more. Like once you get to the hundreds, because imagine if you get like into the hundreds and you're like, whoa, I can't believe I'm getting this many views now.
But with like my Mario series, right?
Right?
Like Nintendo Adventures. The first episode is only at like 45 views. Episode 2, 29. Episode 3, 23. Episode 4 is 84 views. And then from
Yes.
5 to last time I did was like 4 weeks ago, which is episode 11. And that stays around like the 20 area.
I mean, that's so good though. I mean, you're getting up there.
And I also restarted like the Mario Quest series, as if you saw the video.
Yeah, I saw the video. By the way, thank you for making me a mod in your Discord server,
Yeah, no problem.
which I'm going to advertise it right now. Everyone, if you haven't done it already, make sure you join our Vader's fan server, fan Discord server, if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you can if you want to. That's an option.
Might
He
as well
does
just
have a
ping
Discord
it,
server.
to be honest.
I mean, what?
Might as well ping the invite in chat of the thingy.
You want me to? You want me to do it? I can do it.
I'm
Oh
already
wait,
there.
shoot, wait. Oh shoot, yeah, you can go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
Control V. And then I believe I just have to like ping it to the top or whatever. Ping message.
I mean, that's the thing where you need to start doing Darth Vader. To get more people to join your Discord server, you have to advertise it more. You have to like say it more in your videos, so then people know that you have a Discord server, and they can join it. And the thing is, like even when you're advertising it, you have to make sure you advertise it like not only in your videos itself, but like in the description of your videos. Sometimes even the comment section. You just have to like put it out there.
I mean, I also
The
just have
world.
it pinged to like my main channel in my about section as well.
And like another thing you need to do is like any social media you have, make sure you advertise it on any social media platform that you have. And that way you're getting the word out, and that people know that you have a fan Discord server and they could join
I
if
might
they
just
so
stick
wish
with
to
like
desire.
YouTube first before I go like big.
I would suggest though to start to doing it on multiple platforms. That's just my suggestion. I
Because I'm
mean,
not
take it
really
as
like
you will.
active for like my other socials, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really active for my other socials.
Okay. If you were active though, I would suggest to post on there because you would get way more people than what you have like right now.
Cause like, if I did like my other socials, like my Insta, it'll just be like my IRL friends. To be quite frank with you.
Yeah, I mean, the whole entire key though is you just gotta put the word out there. Like even if you're just doing it on your YouTube channel, you just have to keep it. You just gotta keep putting it out there. Like you don't stop. Like there's no point in stopping. Like you just can't stop. Like you have to constantly like advertise it. You have to constantly like push it out there, so then people know that you have Discord and that they can join. There's like you can't just like say it once for a video and just like fully stop. You can't do that. Like you have to keep going at it. You gotta keep posting it. You gotta keep on bringing the word out there that you have a Discord server, and then people know, and people like can like look at it and they can decide if they want to join or not. You just gotta keep you just gotta keep at it.
I mean, I might continue doing it at one point. Maybe for like episode 2 of Mario Quest, whenever I finish.
So like what I suggest is at the end of your videos, you should like at least say that you have a Discord server in some fashion. Like either you can say it or you have like the screen show up with your Discord link and saying that you have a Discord server if people are interested in joining. Either way, whatever you decide like what to do with that, that's like my suggestion towards you on what you should do for like inside the video. Yeah, that's how I would like advertise your fan server.
I
And
think I
you can
might do
like
it as like an ad before the episode starts.
yeah, you could do that too if you could do that too. You could do like an ad for it at the beginning of the video. Either way, you could do it at the end or at the beginning. You could do it either way. But that's how I would advertise it in the video itself. And then like even if you're like saying it in the video, like make sure you still post it in the description and then in the comment section if you wish to as well. You just hit people know. And it's like just like don't stop. Like literally just don't stop. Like you don't want to stop like advertising it. The whole entire point of having a fan server is you have to keep advertising it so people know you have fan server. And then that way you get more people to join and you have a bigger community. And it keeps them growing and it keeps them getting bigger and bigger. Because I'm pretty sure you might want that like one day, right? You might want to have like a bigger community in your fan server, right?
50-50.
Yeah.
I think I might do that
So
like certain subs account or whatever.
yeah, so like if you want like a bigger Discord community, you're gonna keep on advertising it, bring out the word. You're gonna keep on posting the link. You gotta make sure that the link to your Discord doesn't expire either, because there's points where when you post a link, sometimes you're posting an expired link without even doing it, and people can't join. Because it's an expired link. So you have to make sure that the link is constantly updated once you post it. That way people can join and it's not expired. Did you post the link in the live chat?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. How many people are watching the stream?
Just for now, it's only me because I'm using my phone for the chat. I'm just using like my phone for the chat, but whatever.
Gotcha. Did anyone talk in the comments?
Earlier it was Steels. I don't know if he's still here in the chat, but yeah. And then we had someone else I know.
Do I know Skittle?
No, I don't think you do. Yeah, I don't think you know Steels. I might have to show a video of what he does.
That's a cool username to have. It's a cool username to have.
Yeah. I could technically show you like
Oh,
a quick video
he's
that
a
he does,
YouTuber?
to be honest. Yeah, he is. I can show you like a quick video of what.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Wait. When you see mods, is it like Aphmau kind of mods? Like the way she can do mods?
Nah, more like Mario mods. More like random mods that are like curse words and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Let me see if I can find a recent video I watched in my history.
Aphmau's incredible. She's amazing. She is my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. Thank you again for introducing me to Aphmau.
No problem.
She's so awesome. She's so good. Okay, so you remember how I told you how I couldn't decide who my third favorite character was?
Uh-huh.
I finally figured it out. Do you know who my third favorite character is?
Zale,
Nope.
Ian,
No, Ian's my second favorite.
Pierce.
Yeah, it's Pierce. Pierce is my third favorite.
Why does that?
So my first favorite is Aaron, and the reason why I love Aaron is because he's smart and he's intelligent. He knows Aphmau like super well. He loves Aphmau. Like he's just like a really good person, like all around. Like he treats her really well. He treats her with kindness, respect, honesty. He takes care of her. He protects her. He's loyal to her. He's just a really overall amazing boyfriend to her. And he's like the guy that every like woman dreams about having one day. He's like the one guy that everyone like wants in a guy. And he's like the guy that everyone wants to like he's like a prime example of a really good relationship and a really good guy that everyone wants to be with like one day in their life and hopefully forever. Like he's like the prime example like of a um perfect boyfriend.
Right,
Plus
right.
he's a hero. Like he's in Aphmau's videos, he saves the day. Like he rescues Aphmau, he rescues people, and I think being like a hero is like incredible. Like especially if you're doing it for like good intentions, not bad intentions. And that's like what Aaron does. Like he does it for good intentions, like good purposes. Like even in Aphmau's videos, he gets really protective of Aphmau, and I think that's adorable because that just shows like how much he loves and cares about her. And it's just like super incredible. Like their love is like the best thing like ever. Like it's the best thing that you would ever see. It's the best thing you will ever feel. Like their love of what every person hopes and dreams for a relationship and their life like one day. It's a prime example of what everyone wants in a relationship.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
like they just like Aphmau and Aaron's like relationship in general is just like absolutely perfect. Like I just love it. It's just like perfect. It's just amazing. And like just because of all that, that's why Aaron's my favorite. And the fact that he knows Aphmau, like knows her. Like she could pretend to be someone else, or she could pretend um to like not act like herself. And Aaron knows it's her. Like for example, like when they're doing like those kinds of videos where you had to like guess who's who, like you had to guess who's the princess or who's the evil queen. And I think it's so incredible how Aaron all the time knows exactly what kind of character Aphmau is playing as. He always gets it spot on correct, like all the time. There's like never a moment where he never gets it wrong. He always knows that she is a certain character, and I think that's incredible how he knows that. Like he just knows her like really well. Like he just knows her so well, and like I just love how he knows her. Like I just love it.
Right,
And I
right.
love how he like cares about her and like how he like loves her. Like he's just awesome. He's just so like the perfect guy for her. And, like, he's like the perfect guy that every woman dreams and hopes for like one day in their life. And like I just think he's awesome. I love Aaron. He's awesome. And plus he has really good humor too. And he's intelligent. Like he's super intelligent. He and I love the way he makes secret rooms and secret bases. I think that's incredible. and I think it's super creative. And I love the banter he has with Ian. I think his banter with Ian is hilarious.
I mean, technically everybody hates Ian, to be honest.
I love Ian though. He's my second favorite character. He's awesome. And the reason why Ian's my second favorite character, and the reason why I think he's awesome, is because I love his humor. I think his humor is hilarious. Like he's known as the comedy clown from like why I look at it. He's that funny. Like he's such a clown. Like and I mean I look in a good way, not in a bad way, because I don't mean anything in a good like a bad way. I mean everything in a good way because I'm a good person. I don't mean I'm not a bad person. So like I don't mean anything in a bad way. I mean everything in a good way. So like the way I look at it, I look at Ian as the comedy clown, and I think he's hilarious. Like I think he's hysterical. His humor's hilarious. I love the way that he always has to have something explode, and that's not intentional. Like it's not intentional to happen. It's just random, and it's the way that the explosions happen at random. I think is hilarious. And I love the way he screams too. Whenever he screams, I always laugh. Again, like I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like in a good way. I don't know. To me, I think it's just his screams are hilarious. Like he has like the best reactions towards everything. And I love his reactions. And I love the way he likes gold too. Like he's a huge fan of gold, and I love how he's like obsessed with it. And I love how I love his I love his reactions. Like I love the way how he reacts towards things, and how I like how his body language is when he acts, because he'll do different movements with his character, and I love the different movements he does. Like he for example he'll do something where his character looks like he's moving up and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever he does the movement where his character's moving up and down, I love that reaction. I think his reactions whenever he does stuff like that, I think it's fantastic. I think he does the best reactions, the best this is awesome. And I think his humor is hilarious. I always love really good humor when I hear it. And he has really good humor. And plus I love the way things explode from time to time whenever it comes to Ian. I think it's hilarious. It just makes me laugh. He always makes me laugh. And that's why I like Aaron and this not Aaron. Ian. That's why I like Ian, and that's why he's my second favorite character. And now for Pierce, the reason why I chose Pierce as my third favorite is of his humor. I love his humor as well, because from what I've seen in Afro's videos, he's pretty funny.
Right.
And I love the way that he's obsessed with sheep. I think his obsession with sheep is hilarious. And he always comes up with the most hilarious names for his sheep. Oh, and then I don't know if you saw this one video recently, but maybe you did if I let you know about this.
Right.
You can let me know if you've seen it or not. But it's in a recent AFMAO video where AFMAO and Aaron are on an island,
and they're doing these like different challenges, and they summon friends to help them along the way, and they so Aphmau summons Pierce in this one section that they're stuck on and they need help with, and Aphmau's talking to Pierce, and it's just Aphmau and Pierce, and Aphmau is trying to explain the situation. So then Pierce understands, and that way he could help. And he tells her, "Okay, I'll help you, but only on one condition." And then after I was like, "What's that condition?" And then Pierce says, "Okay, I'll help you. If you help me." It's kind of like a both situation, kind of sort of like where I'll help you if you help me. And I was like, "Yeah, okay. What's the situation?" And then Pierce brings out this item, and he says, "Well, I have this balloon, and if I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to need you to hold my balloon." And then Aphmau looks at the item, and she really says, "Pierce, this isn't a balloon." And then Pierce says, "Yeah, it is a balloon. Clearly, it's a balloon. You can, just read what it says. If you read what it says, what does it say?" And then, Aphmau reads it, and he's like, "It says balloon." And then Pierce says, "Yeah, exactly. See? It says balloon, so it is a balloon." And I think that's like hilarious.
Right.
Do you recognize that video that I was like describing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That scene was so funny. I watched it like 3 times and I couldn't stop laughing. It's hilarious. She like looks at the item and she's like, "This isn't a balloon." And Pierce is like, "Yes, it is the balloon. Just read it." And then she reads it and she's like, "It says balloon." This scene's hilarious. And like, so like, I just think his humor is like really funny, and I think his humor when he like needs his sheep is hilarious. I think the fact that he has to bring his sheep with him wherever he goes is hilarious too. Like every single time, not like every single time, because he doesn't do it like all the time, but like here and there, he will bring a sheep with him. And Ahmed was like, "Why did you bring a sheep with you?" And then he's like, "I had to. She wanted to come. She had to be here. It was a must. I had to bring her." I just think it's funny how he always has to bring a sheep with him.
Yeah.
And he always has to. He always has to deal with something with sheep. Like even for
I mean, bro has to do what he has to do.
even for like even for the
Whelps.
yeah, like like Zane turns into a cat, and then Aphmau has to figure out how to change him back. It's just going through the entire server just to find all the ingredients and help trying to turn Zane back to normal.
Goodbye, everyone.
Wait, goodbye. Wait, are you